Okay, friends, here is Veronica, my very, very dear friend, a woman who I felt that I have to go into kindergarten with her to have a new, corrected experience of being nurtured and being taken care of. Um, and also who eventually experienced some of my work, and she was so gracious and so generous to speak up and just share in this conversation with me, you know, why she thinks it has value, who is it for. So this is the conversation that we are going to have with Veronica. And my first question is, well, what is different? Because I know that you tried psychotherapy, you know what psychological work is looking like. You also know what spiritual work is looking like. What is what is special about this? What is different? Why did you like it?
So for me, it isn't that I don't appreciate the value of psychotherapy, but I think that there probably are aspects to it that are important for different people and at different stages of development. But it's working with the thoughts you're thinking, it's working with your feelings, and your work, for me, integrated it helped me to access a different part of who I am. It helped me to get to not the perseveration of thinking, not the sort of shock you can go into when you're just in your feelings, but it allowed for my whole body to be shifted into a different space. It was like my whole neurology sort of got a reset, just felt like everything reset. It was a very physical shift that then influenced my thoughts, influenced my feelings. I felt in one session, just one session, the imaginations, the pictures, the body work, the whole integrated, very intuitive, but informed by a lot of education and experience, and I think a gift that you bring. In just one session, the shift in me that's stuck, it's here. Like I'm not going to get rid of this shift that happened for me to access a deeper, fuller, richer part of who I am, and it almost like cleansed and cleared my entrenched neurological beliefs that were hindering me. It just cleared them away. It was like a cleansing kind of experience. And for me, it's for people who are not just needing a quick scroll to the one thing that's going to inspire them in the moment so they can get back to work, and then they need that again. It's not a quick fix. It's like a deep, lasting access to self. You don't take away in your work a person's personal freedom by trying to fix them. You're inviting them into a journey, and that journey is transformative. Even in the period of time, I think for us, our first session was maybe 3 hours, 2 hours, 2 hours, 2.5, 3 hours, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then the second one, I was able to just get to that place you were asking of me sooner. Mm-hmm. And with each one, it's sort of like, I don't even know how to measure it, but it's like years worth of therapy. Like sometimes I think, and I know this can sound so ungrounded or whatever, but it's like magic. You just feel like a magical thing just happened to me. Like it was like someone waved a wand and suddenly I was different after 2 hours,
Well, don't feel bad, because just yesterday, the woman who has been here on a retreat posted on her wall like a testimony, and she began from, Ira is a magician. And you know what she said? Through this work, I was able to really use it because I was suddenly surrounded with so much compassion and warmth and love, and also this like what you speak to as a boundary or as something that is hard, because I know that in my work can be kind of a pain in the ass, because I don't let escape, right? like that honesty that you're talking. It's just like, I know it hurts.
Yeah.
I had a woman who told me, who was mentoring me, and she told me, you know, you can't tell people that we are going to do this amazing work and you will become friends with the pain. And she said, like, no, pain doesn't sell. And there is a part of me that wants to say, but wait a second, we have pain. Like, let's stop hiding it. We have so much pain. And yes, that's what we need to do, to go through. That's, you know, to come to that happy place that we want. It's not just cover up positivity. We can't just say, oh, I feel happy, and you will feel happy. No, you have to dig into the moment and into what you experience. And what we experience often is pain, so much pain. So you need to stay and stay and stay. And then as with your awareness, you go deeper. That's when you come to the connection with actually who we are. It's not something that is being made. I mean, maybe this is why it feels like a magic, because this is an incredible place to be, and we are craving this, but it's not like I am doing something to a person. The only thing that I'm doing is really simple, is holding this attention and bringing it deeper and deeper and deeper until the person just connects with who they are. And this is this incredible, powerful, just love, compassion, and wholeness.
It's you're like a guide. So every people have free will, and you're saying, yeah, you can do it, you can stay with it. And it's not, I just want to be clear that it's not like an eternal wallowing in pain. It really is
because sometimes
a period of time. They think, oh gosh, I'm just going to start like
what am I doing?
Focusing only on my. No, it's more like a guiding through. You know, it's like if you were going into a dark forest and you didn't have any light, and you're sort of like, but then there's somebody there who's like, no, really, there's light, and we need one another to shed light on things. And that's what it is. It's, you know, when I remember feeling that pain, and you're like, yeah, there it is. You're in it. And okay, let's stay in it. Stay with it. Like, people don't stay with it. And it doesn't take that long in terms of time. It's just the staying power, the grit, and the like, I got it. And it's harder to do when we're alone. But if you have an experience of it a couple times with someone, then you know the next time, oh, I know that if I just be here and I breathe through this, the other side of this pain is going to be amazing. Like, because I'm finding a part of myself that I didn't know existed, and I did this through challenge. And so it's, I think, you know, it's unrealistic to think that life's not going to have its mountains and valleys. You know, it's unrealistic to think that we're not, you know, Rudolf Steiner says wisdom is crystallized pain. And so you need to have some kind of challenge to grow in wisdom. You know, even children learning the alphabet or whatever they're learning, they're coming up against a challenge. It's a new cognitive challenge. And then they struggle with it and they get it. And now they're wiser because they have this information. I mean, it's just a law, right? And so, but there are some pains that we carry as human beings. There are some wounds that we carry that are so deep and permeated in our constitution. And I think that's where you get in there and you break it up and allow it to cleanse out, like I was saying before.
Right, and that's really the magical thing that I think we often don't know, even in psychotherapy, that it's not about talking about the pain, not even really just connecting to the emotion. It's taking all your attention and placing it on the experience, and if you just hang in there, just in that experience, because thoughts are fueling more and more pain, and this is why this is how we can go on the path of depression, and this is something very different. It's like you said, it's not just falling into that pit of sorrow. No. You actually go very deep into the experience, and you stay with it without going back to the thought that will leave you in a loop of it. You're coming to that experience, and then once you realize that, you go through pretty quickly, and then you understand that this is all energy. It's just I'm giving it certain stories and labels, and then I stay in it, and this is where it hurts, and I'm in a loop of depression. But if you go through, you're not staying in the loop. You're just passing through, and you're realizing it's like a massage in a sense. And sometimes it's a little bit harsh, but that's okay. It's just a part of being human and walking this journey of being human, because we are here on a certain mission of growth and expansion and going through this channel and coming to this experience of, oh my goodness, there is just this life is magic. It's incredible.
It is. And I think that what it does is it gives people, it's not like we can see in the world now all of the big social and racial and personal challenges that we're facing globally. Health with COVID, everything that we're facing, it's not like the challenges are going to get easier necessarily. So what this practice and this experience, I think, does is it gives you more vitality to be able to meet a challenge, because it's not so scary anymore, and you don't have to run from it, and you don't have to be afraid of it, and you don't all the normal escape into addiction or my phone or whatever just to get away from it. Instead, if you're going through to the other side, you're actually more energized. You have more grit and enthusiasm for going through challenges, which I think is what people are going to need.
And I actually think that we can make a very huge shift, just like it happens personally, just like you experienced that shift. Because actually what we are doing when we are meeting these challenges and we are scared, or so we are staying again in this loop, instead of dropping into the experience, connecting to the power that we are, and coming into that peaceful place, and then from that space we can react differently, and we can begin to shift and heal the dynamic. Because really in the depth, what we begin into, if we keep doing this work, what we connect in is to a very visceral experience of one. Not an idea, not like a hippie lovey-dovey, we are one, when it's like I don't really feel it in my body. I'm just saying it because it's a cool thing to say. No, you're beginning to sense when here you are with this person who is yelling, and you're anchoring into the moment and to the experience, and you're anchoring into that space that is happening here with this person, and then you're eventually coming to that moment when you feel their pain. You realize that what you're seeing here is coming through the filters of some kind of just this distorted ideas of division and hatred, but in the depth there is this fear, and there is a pain, and what will happen to me. Can you like they are scared of you, and then I'm scared of them. But when you connect to that, you can also start feeling that oneness. So you realize, here I am standing in front of this person. I can see how this came to be, and there is nothing to fight against, because it's not fight. It's not fight. It's more attunement into what needs to happen.
You begin to be able to see perspectives of everyone, because you can sort of think, I see where their anger is coming from. I see where that's from. I see that this is an important issue, and I see that I don't experience the pain you have to experience, and I want to give honor and space to that. And also, like, what is the best way, or what is a healthy way for people to be able to move through their pain into a place of actually effective leadership, effective and
leadership
self-expressed
and
leadership in their communities.
Right, and maybe what I was trying to communicate, that it's not happening through I'm going to suffer and I'm going to change. No, it's I'm anchoring actually into the safety. And so if I don't feel safe, then one reaction will come out of it. But yet there's already happening this connection to the other, even if we are having very different opinions. It's almost like tapping into the underground waters, where I can feel the unity, and it's a very felt sense. It's not an idea. And then the reactions begin to be different.
So it's really nourishing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I
you
love
so
you.
much. I love you too. It's just been beautiful. I hope all people can benefit from your healing, from the way you channel spirit or whatever it is you're doing
Thank you.
to heal people.